Hello, everyone, and welcome to our final procurement logistics project. We are Juanita Chicue, Fabián Hernández, Laura Lozano, and Ana Romay. These are all the contents of the next presentation you're about to witness. Okay, first of all, we would like to tell you about our company. It's called Parchados, and it's basically a Colombian carry-on accessory company devoted to providing its core target market, which we chose to be younger millennials and Gen Z, a creative way to showcase their essence through the personalization of their purchases from the company. This means that we decided to create some bags at first, which can be decorated with personalized patches that customers can choose from our online shop. And as you can see, that would be the sort of the process for the finished bag.
Okay, now we're going to talk a little bit about the market analysis. For this part, we made a research where we could conclude that the main competitors of Parchados are three national companies called Power Bags, Coupa, and Twaimwa. These companies were chosen because the main sale way is through social media as Parchados, also because they are also trying to showcase the essence of the young generation through carry-on accessories with unique designs. First, we have Pawa. In the case of the backpacks, the product sale price is about 120,000 pesos. In 2019, they sold 288 backpacks. Also, we have additional information about the company, for example, the customer service, the product quality, the quick delivery, the paying methods that they only have transferred by WhatsApp, and the variety of products that they only sell bags, for example, lunch boxes or for the computer. Then we have Twaimwa. This company supplies the same characteristics as Pawa. In addition to this, they have patterns mainly related to the nature, and also they offer designs that can be combined with other products that they offer, for example, wallets or blankets that they also sell. The product sale price is about 174,000 pesos. In 2019, they sold 795 backpacks. Also, in additional information, we have that the customer service is good. They have discounts and attention. The payment methods, for example, PSE or a PayCo. The variety of products that I already mentioned. And also, the product price ratio, they are cheaper than the other two customers, so it is reasonable and affordable. Now, and lastly, we have Coupa as the third competitor. Coupa is the biggest company of them all. The product sale price of their backpacks is about 189,000 pesos. In 2018, they sold 4,332 backpacks. Also, as an additional information, the design is unique as, for example, each one of the products has Colombian names. Also, the workforce, they have more than 20 employees by now. They have a good customer service, also paying methods as PSE or PayU, a variety of products, for example, clothes, to carry-on accessories or masks. And finally, the slow delivery, for example, from 6 to 8 business days.
The second topic we're going to talk about today is how we obtain our demand forecasting. First of all, we decided to take a look at the demand our competitors had during 2019, since it was the only year we could obtain because they are smaller entrepreneurships. And for the rest of the years, we decided to take a look in Passport and EMIS to see the growth or slower rate of growth of the industry that is called Colombia's manufacturing bags, suitcase, and luggage containers industry. And we found that although it had some growth, it became smaller each year And of course, during 2020, with the pandemic, it was really lower. So the first way we decided to obtain a forecast was through simple smoothing. And for that, we used solver in Excel, which threw us a alpha value of 1.16 with an associated MAT value of 46.76. And as you can see with the yellow line, it was somewhat a good forecast, but it wasn't completely exact. So we decided to try with other ways to do it, as my partner is going to tell you next.
So after concluding that simple smoothing was not the best option, we decided to try with the double smoothing. In this case, we had that alpha was 1, beta was 0.5, and the MAT associated was 58.14. In this case, as you can see in the graph, the yellow line is not perfectly matching the black line. So we decided to try again with another method. So we finally tried with whole winters, which we have 0.36, 0, and 1.12. And as you can see, the line is almost perfectly matching the black line. The MAT we had was 4.28, and for this we decided that this was the best option for estimating the forecast for the next year. Regarding the analysis, as I said before, whole winters is the best option for forecasting the demand. Alpha, beta, and gamma had values were values that were calculated using solver, and the expected demand for 2021 is 1,588 units. It is important to mention as well that naive, linear regression mean, and weighted mobile mean were discarded, as these were not the best options considering the behavior that the demand has had in the previous years. Whole winters is the best one, as it smooths the peaks that the demand has. So we finally decided to keep this one, and these were the results.
This is the bill of materials required to produce parchados backpacks. This is a crucial step in order to see the number of materials that will be needed to form the final desired product. These are 7 main materials that our backpacks are composed of. In product parameters, it shows the main material from which is made the backpack, date of development, and the dimensions of the backpack, which provides a clue when wanting to calculate the quantities needed of each material in terms of meters and units. In the suppliers part, we put into contact with multiple suppliers by phone calls for each required material. We ask the most relevant information, such as dimensions of the material, wholesale prices, material composition, shipping price, minimum amounts for reduced pricing, color options, location where the supplier is based, and other related characteristics. It's worth mentioning that was established a negotiation strategy in order to acquire best possible prices and conditions that will benefit both parties. These are There are 4 suppliers per each material in order to acquire a wide perspective of the market for them to apply different strategies when wanting to pick one specifically. Taking into account the number of materials we require in order to determine which suppliers were the best for our company parchados, we use a weighted score chart in order to in where we evaluate different selection criteria of the suppliers in which we assigned a specific weight of importance based on the priorities we have as a company, from a 1 to 5 scale, being 5 the most important and 1 the least. The criteria selection are the ones in the columns, such as cost, delivery, mutual trust and easy communication, quality, and professionalism. After making the analysis of the weighted score, the suppliers that were selected are the ones um, are the ones that have a green swoosh in the right column depending on every material required. Furthermore, the price of the materials was based on the previous weighted score results of the supplier selection, and they were multiplied by the quantity required to make one single backpack, in order to see how much will be the unitary cost of production, which is 20,863 Colombian pesos per backpack. On the other hand, thanks to the forecast, we came up with an expected demand for 2021, which are 1,588 backpacks that will be produced this particularly year and will cost Parchados 24 million pesos. Also, it is important to see the expected quantity that will be required for the whole year to accomplish that demand estimation. Like for example, requiring 3,176 meters of zippers, 6,352 sliders, and so on. Finally, was made a demand for each month in order to see per material how much money will be required. Thanks.